Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. Tonight we continue with our ongoing Leadership in America series with a governor who's trying to tackle what some of us consider to be the primary function of government, which is public safety. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has recently launched a $100 million crime intervention fund to be used to strengthen public safety across his state. The money will hire and train violent crime units and purchase equipment and technology to reduce crime. Some folks think defunding the police makes you safer. Governor Lee is not one of them, and he joins us now. Welcome, Governor. Tell us what you're doing and what led you to do this, the why.
Thank you, Trey. Thanks for having me on tonight. Yeah, we have a crime problem in this country. There's no doubt about it, and Tennessee hasn't escaped that problem. And let me just say, I think part of the real challenge, we have a border that is wide open, and there is illegal drug traffic flowing into this country in record amounts. It's behind a lot of that crime, and it's an unprecedented time. So we've got to take unprecedented steps. I'm a strong believer that law enforcement is that thin line between order and chaos. And in Tennessee, we want to give them the resources and the respect that they deserve. So we put a significant amount of energy and funding into the recruitment of law enforcement officials from all over the country, from states that maybe don't respect them and don't support them, but we do here. And so we're recruiting them, but we also are providing the resources they need. So we put $100 million, for example, in a violent crime intervention grant fund that will provide dollars for sheriff's departments, police departments all over the state to use those dollars in the way they see fit to address the crime problem in this state. People deserve to live in a safe neighborhood. We have to make certain that we're doing everything we can to make sure that happens, and we're doing that here in this state.
You know, Governor, maybe it's just the old prosecutor in me. I think public safety is the preeminent function of state government. I can't think of a single right that we have that does us any use when we're dead. So I salute you for continuing to prioritize public safety. Was there something specific that happened, or has this just always been something that you said, hey, if I get to be the governor of Tennessee, this is what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you know, when I ran 4 years ago, I had never run for office before, and I had worked in the private sector all my life and never really been in politics. But when I ran, I said, you know, people deserve to have a good school for their kid, deserve to have a good job, and deserve to live in a safe neighborhood. So from the very beginning, we have known that that's one of the primary functions of government, is to provide for the security of the people of this state. And so we've invested and have been doing so, but we're doubling down now because of the particular problem that exists in the country today.
Governor, I read your plan, and part of it, if I read it correctly, also includes providing programs for people who are currently incarcerated, because as you know, and I think our viewers know, the overwhelming number of people, percentage of people who are currently incarcerated will be released one day. So the question is, what are we releasing back into society? What is re-entering society with respect to recidivism? So I think you also have money for that, to make sure that these people are rehabilitated.
So 25 years ago, I was involved and started involvement in a reentry program. It's actually a nonprofit, a ministry reentry program that serves people coming back in. And you're right, 95% of the people in a jail cell are going to get out, and they're going to come right back into our neighborhoods. And the degree to which we make certain that we are reentering them efficiently and effectively and with training and with skills so that they can reenter society and not reenter prison, what that does is it lowers the recidivism rate. Right now, about half of those people that get out will commit another crime, another victim, another taxpayer dollar. But if we focus on that reentry, then we can lower that recidivism rate and, again, create safer neighborhoods all over our state.
We've only got a little bit of time, Governor, but I'm going to let you go by asking you this one. Crime is, as you have noted, interacting upon primarily a state and local matter, but there is a role for federal law enforcement and prosecutors. Have you had a chance to talk with your federal colleagues to see what role they're willing to do to help Tennessee in its fight against violent crime?
Well, I do think there is a role. I'll go back to what I said originally. I am certainly hopeful that at the federal level, we can address the national security issue we have at the border. My wife and I went down there last year. We had National Guardsmen on the border of Texas. And when it's not just drug traffic, human trafficking, sex trafficking, the illegal activity that's happening down there in really unbelievable levels, it infiltrates that crime all the way up into every state in the country. There are illegal drugs behind the vast majority of the violent crimes that are happening in our streets, and we need to make a change there.
Amen. Drugs, alcohol, and a lack of education, and I would have been out of a job. Governor Bill Lee, thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday night. Looking forward to talking to you again real soon.
Thank you, Trey.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.